Hi guys, I'm Aussie Bill and welcome to Season 15, Episode 14 of The Impossible Dream with Bala, and we're going to do a little bit of a deviation from the original plan because first up we're going to have Wales versus England. If we're playing England as Wales, we have to show it, don't we? It's a final warm-up game before the World Cup squads need to be selected, and then we're going to put our Bala Town hats on and we're going to face the New Saints in the Welsh Cup semi-final. So this is it. This is the Wales situation as it stands. We're ranked 26th in the world. And we've got a massive game coming up versus England. Now, we have had one friendly prior to this. That was against the USA. So let's begin by catching up and seeing how we went in that one. We went in front when James Gwynedd played in Ollie Weaver. And we're 2-0 up at half-time thanks to a Sean Jones stunning free kick. The USA pulled one back early in the second half. And then drew level moments later. So it was a really, really good first half performance from us. That Sean Jones free kick, I didn't know he could do that, I've got to say. But I wouldn't read too much into the second half performance. We were very poor indeed. But we did have some lots of players with a 45-minute game time limit on them from their clubs, which meant we had to change things. We also changed the way we were playing, and you could see they just got down the sides of us. And not ideal. 2 goals in 2 minutes as well. But as I say, there's excuses, there's reasons, and that's basically it. And I'll stick to that. But let's have a quick look here and see what we're doing against England. Now, there's no match odds for this. You can see, it's not much to go off of either team. Erik ten Hag is the England manager, which is interesting. Of course, best known, I think, for his work at Ajax, isn't he, in real life? That was him at Ajax, wasn't it? Anyway, adventurous standard style of play. We're expecting... I'm not sure what we're expecting, to be honest. This is how they played against Bolivia last time out. I don't really care how they're playing. I'm more trying to see what we can do. We can see their heat map, their passing network, and their key passes very much focused on that right-hand side, aren't they? And this is the team we're sending out. Now, again, we do have time limit on a number of players. So that has affected team selection as well. Basically, this is what we're going to do. It's going to be Price in goal. We haven't seen too much of him. I'm hoping to get 90 minutes out of him and see if he is capable of being a backup to James Williams. It's going to be Burrows, who's a new player to the squad, a young Manchester United defender. He is potentially very good for us at left back. It's going to be Neville, Mepham, and Gwynedd as the rest of the back four. And Padu, and I think I don't pronounce that correctly, but he steps forward as the anchor man for this one. We just want to see if we're playing the better teams, if we can kind of block up the middle of the field. It's going to be Denny Garmy and Norman in midfield. Now, we know all about Denny Garmy. Norman is a player that we've called in of recent times to see how he gets on. It's going to be Jenkins down the right as a winger. He's a very decent winger as well. Ollie Weaver's going to move over and play as an inverted winger on the left. He can't really cross, so we'll cut him in and see how he goes. And of course, the great man, Marcus Wade, he goes up top for this one. Let's see if he can continue his amazing goal-scoring form for his country. Alright, so here we go. This is the lineups. Now, there's a familiar face on the bench. Harry Montgomery is on the bench for England. So, let's hope we don't see him, to be honest, because it would hurt to see him in an England shirt, wouldn't it? But everybody's lining up more or less, to be honest, as I would have hoped. So we'll get a good idea to see if we can sort of block up the middle of the field. What do we want to say to this? There's no real pressure on us, is what Chris Venables says. Let's try maybe a passionate, where the underdogs, let's cause an upset. A calm, we have faith. And we'll just kind of see how we go here. I mean, the first half is going to be really the true test, I think, of how we can go. Because you can see we're going to have to make a few subs at half-time, and that's going to sort of weaken us. I mean, it's not a bad thing in that it gives us a chance to look at other players, but, I mean, particularly at right back, we only really have the one right back in the squad. I am considering... seeing how this goes, I'm considering calling in a different, another option at right back for the World Cup squad, and that's off the crossbar from England. Marcus Wade gets it clear. And we've got another corner here as well. Ball in, and it's gone in, and it's from a corner, and it's poor Taylor. No idea who he is. And, well, that is obviously disappointing. If there's one thing we don't want to do, it's concede goals from a corner. Just beaten in the air there, wasn't it? It was Denny Garmy. And we've come straight back for the kickoff highlight. Now, can we peg him straight back? That would be nice, wouldn't it? Here we go with Burrows. He gets forward. He loses out, does he? No, he does well to keep possession. Burrows, it's not the best pass. A little bit panicked. One at the back there by Neville. Neville wins it again. He's done really, really well there, has Mr. Neville. Mapham gets it forward to Ampadu. There's a ball over the top. He's got the run of Jenkins. Jenkins, penalty ref. Oh, it is a penalty. There we go. We'll take that. Ollie Weaver's going to take it. And can we pull them straight back level? Come on, Ollie Weaver. Came through the Manchester United Academy, did Ollie Weaver. What can he do with this? Ollie Weaver sticks it away, and it's 1-1. Get that up, you England. Ho, 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 ho. There we go. Amazing, amazing stuff. Let's tell him to concentrate. Ollie Weaver tucks it away. Goalkeeper absolutely starstruck. And, well, there we go. And it's another very, very quick highlight. Can we go and win this back? Redder has it for England. Rice. Is that Declan Rice? Surely he's not still around. Come on. Can we win this ball back? I don't like the way this highlight is trending, if I'm honest. Ball over the top. It's won nicely there by Gwynedd. Come on. Are we defending it maybe a little bit too narrow here? They're just getting down the outside of us. Price, I should say, with a good save. Let's maybe go and defend a little bit more with... Got a cat hair in my nose. We've got another corner. Now, what we don't want to do is concede again from a corner. It's a good header away that time by Marcus Wade. Back there, marking the near post for us very nicely. And that'll do it for the highlight. You could say that we're mugging them off a little bit here, having scored with our only shot on target, and that shot being a penalty. But that's not our problem. Not our problem. Here we go. Denny Garmy over a free kick. It's another good one. And Padu's there, and Padu sticks it away, and it's 2-1 to Wales. Go on, boys. Wonderful stuff. Denny Garmy with the assist. And Padu with a towering header. And it's Wales 2, England 1. Good header as well, wasn't it? Wonderfully done. Wonderfully done, Ethan. All right. Can we get ourselves through to the break now? Norman's picked himself up a little bit of a knock. Hope for potential thigh injury. Hopefully not too serious. He's got to come off at half-time anyway. We've scored from our only 2 shots on target. We'll take that and run. What do we say to this? Let's give it an assertive, don't get complacent, boys. Now we've got to go in and make all these subs. All right, so who has to come off? We have to take off a centre-back. So let's get Gurke on for him. We have to take off Burrows, so that's going to mean Hughes comes on, so that's fine. We have to take off Norman, which we had to do anyway with that knock. So let's get Freeman on for him. That's fine. I wonder actually if we're better off switching those two around now and Garmy on support and Hughes and Mazzella on that. So no, it doesn't work because Ollie Weaver. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll switch them around. Perhaps we'll have you as switch them around. Ollie Weaver is it? Oh, it doesn't really work, does it? All right, so we'll have to leave it like that then. Could Denny Garmy, he's left-footed? No, he's right-footed. All right, anyway, quick game's a good game. So that's all we had to take off, wasn't it? Because Gwynedd has to come off. And this is where we run into problems because we don't really have another right back. So we'll bring Todd on and see how he gets on out there. And otherwise, I think we might just leave it. I don't want to make too many changes here. We'll switch back to Mazzella and advanced playmaker. And that all looks good to me. So, the big question is now, can we go on with this in the second half? Now, we saw against the US, we very much didn't. But this is a little bit not changing the formation. What I did against the US is I went to wing backs, 2 up top, just to try something different and see if it worked, and it emphatically didn't. So I'm a little bit worried about Todd out there. We do have a decent right back that plays in Turkey. Now, the reason I hadn't called him in, he's 31. He hasn't been called in for a little while. Actually, I don't think I've ever called him in. There's Harry Montgomery getting forward for England. I wonder if it's a debut for him. He gets it in field. It's a good block tackle there. Oh, and they've tucked it away. And it's 2-2. Well, that is extremely, extremely disappointing. Harry Montgomery involved, which is even more disappointing, if I'm honest. Ball back inside there for Redder. It's a wonderful block. Who was that? Is that Todd? It was Todd. And it just fell the wrong way, didn't it? No luck whatsoever there for us. But it's difficult to argue. I think that England aren't probably at least worthy of a point here so far. And what we don't want to see from us, of course, is a second half collapse again, because then that starts to become a little bit of a troubling trend. Denny Garmy's done really well there. He gets it forward early, can't get it over the top of the defender, looking for the run of Marcus Wade there, I'm sure. Back to the old Bala Town days for those two. Here we go, Denny Garmy again, gets it forward. This time he's found Jenkins. Can he get across into the box? We've got players in there. Pick out a red shirt, mate. Oh, it's blocked away. Freeman has it though. Back to Jenkins. Is he onside? He goes past Harry Montgomery. Cross to the back post. It's Ollie Weaver. It's off the crossbar. Oh, that no luck at all going for us this game, is there? Absolutely none. Do we want to change anything else? Denny Garmy's looking a little bit tired. Oh, we've got a free kick here. Denny Garmy to take. Can he get a second assist of the game? It's another good one. It's headed away. And I tell you what, we need somebody into that penalty area, don't we? We might need to clean that up before the World Cup. Here we go with Greenwood. He's gone straight through the middle of us. Oh, don't. Oh, there we go. Hey. All right. I do want to give Prengley a game. So let's get him on. He can play as an advanced playmaker, kind of. Yeah, he's quite a good creative player, so that's fine. That change is made. I think we might have one more sub to make. Chris Mapham, just pass it out for me, mate. That's what you're there to do. Todd for Prengley, for Jenkins. Todd goes on the overlapping run. He goes infield, though, for Freeman. Now, we know he's a bit of a spark. It's not the best ball. Montgomery nods it down. And here comes England back the other way. Ball over the top. Greenwood is there again. Is he going to have another muffed shot? Yes, he is. Price has that claimed gratefully to his chest. And on we go. Prengley, a ball looking for Jenkins. Not quite there. Montgomery cleans up again. We know how good Montgomery is, don't we? He was a star for us in Europe when we had him at Bala Town. There's a ball forward. Oh, Todd's gone in and he's missed it. And that could be very, very costly. Redder, who's having a good game for them. And that's a penalty. Chris Mapham has jumped in, and is he going to find himself sent off there as well? Luckily, no. All right, Price, make yourself a hero, mate. We got a penalty from this end. Can we stop one of theirs? Come on, Price. He can! Oh, Charlie Price, a hero is born. Wonderful stuff. Boys, what do we want to say here? No pressure. Just relax. Here we go with attacking throw. Hughes throws it in for Ollie Weaver. Weaver back for Hughes. Hughes gets a cross in. It's, claimed by Weatherby in goal for them. Lays it down and pumps it forward. We get to that with Mpadu. Back for Todd. He is making me increasingly nervous, but he's done okay there. Mpadu, crossfield ball for Freeman. Out there for Todd, getting forward. Can he get across into the box? It's a decent one, but not really near anybody, and it's hacked clear. Now we're going to get done on the break here. They've just got those three men forward all the time, don't they? And that is, again, another wayward shot from Greenwood. Is that Mason Greenwood? It is Mason. How old is he now? 32. It's stoppage time. It's stoppage time. Marcus Wade has the ball in a little bit of space. Marcus Wade chips it in. It's Ollie Weaver! Oh, Ollie Weaver has won it for Wales! It's 3-2 in stoppage time. A second goal of the game for Ollie Weaver. Marcus Wade with the cross. It was a little bit of luck, but to be honest, I think we'd earned that. It's cleared straight into him. He knew nothing about it, but he's a national hero, and he has a concussion. Well done, Ollie Weaver. We're going into stoppage time. It's Wales 3, England 2, and we've done it. We have done it. Oh, what a game that is. Penalty save from Charlie Price as well. That is absolutely incredible. Well done, Wales. So there we go. Wales fortunately beat England. Go away game. That was absolutely domination. I do enjoy beating England. My Australian showing, isn't it? Norman injured on Wales duty. That's fine. He's got a couple of weeks to recover from that. Weaver, what a star he was. Williams, delighted with the victory over England. We must take confidence. And, well, it's been a good news day, hasn't it, guys? Wait right there. We will be back for Bala Town in the Welsh Cup semi-final against the New Saints. Can we do a double? Okay, welcome back. Now, before we get to the Cup semi-final, we do have to vote on your Viewers' Player of the Year for this season. Now, thank you for everybody who did nominate a player. The way that I've worked this is there were two players that had more than one nomination, and so of the other nominated players, I took the next two with the highest average match rating, and that gives us our 4 nominees for the award. So in alphabetical order, the first player is Mikael Holic. Got some wonderful goals in Europe for us this year. 11 in total, 7 assists, and an average match rating of 7.81. Next nominee is Big Mac, playing a little bit more in domestically, I should say, this season, but he's done a wonderful job. 22 goals, 3 assists, and an average match rating of 7.89. The next nominee is Sened Pukland, who he's done really well playing out wide for us in Europe. 7 goals, 5 assists, an average match rating of 7.48. And the last nominee is the big centre-back, the towering colossus that is Joel Tony. 7 goals for him this year, 1 assist, and an average match rating of 7.64. Now, as has been the case in recent seasons, the way to vote for your favourite, there'll be a link in the top of the description just down below there. Click on that, it'll take you through to a straw poll, and obviously the player with the most votes will be announced at next episode's end of season awards. Now, before we get to the semi-final, there is one game to catch you up on since we were last with Bala Town. That was a league match against Carnarvon. Let's go see how it went. Fomin crossed for Big Mac to give us a second half lead. And the same two combined to secure the point with 10 minutes to play. So there we go, not the most convincing win we'll ever have, although we were quite convincing, we just didn't get the goals. But Big Mac with a double, and what's his name, Fomin with a 2 assists. Now this took place during the international window. We were heavily impacted by call-ups. You can see Ashley Savage, one of our young centre-backs, got a game in this one. We had to play Fomin as a wing-back because that was really the only option we had, trying to squeeze players in. And we actually ended up going with 3 up top as well. So yeah, I mean, it was a decent performance given the situation as well. So that was good. And good to see the likes of Reece Williams back at our home ground as well. So that's a decent result there. Quick look at what does happen to the league table. You can see we'd already won the league. We are high flying there. Kevin Jewels have wrapped up second. And it's well, basically, I think Afan Lido's wrapped up third at this point as well. And it's just between the New Saints, Carnarvon, and Met Uni to see who gets fourth in that European spot there as well. But we are worried about right now the Wags, and what we're going to do is we can get back to the screen here, please. There we go. In this semi-final. Now, we are the favourites, but of course that's not taking into effect our self-imposed Wags rule. 46 wins against the New Saints now, 16 draws and the 14 defeats. Tadorov is their manager. We've seen him before, a very good manager, a balanced passing style of play. Now, this is how they played against Kevin Jewels. We're not necessarily expecting them to come out the same way against us. They haven't done in the past. So how much we can read into this is debatable. We can see they do like to play through the middle, very narrow, not very narrow, but narrow and through the middle. And let's have a look at the team of Wags that we are sending out to hopefully take us back to the final. It's McCarthy in goal. It's Parry, Gurke, we don't want you as a ball player though, please mate. KDH and Ewan as the back 4. It's York and Turpie in midfield. It's Smith, Garmy and Davis with Damien Allmark up top. The bench of Skripka, of Evans, of this guy's Strazika, of Evans and of Isaac. It's not the strongest bench we've ever had. But yeah, of course, if you're wondering, again, Buckley he is out injured for this one. Oh, and before I forget, because I definitely didn't forget, we have made a signing for next season as well. And it is this guy, a left back. Now, of course, Amika Thompson won't be, he could, he'd come back on loan, but he's only on loan. So we've signed a second left back. So we'll have JJ and Mata Jazevovic and SM, Maddie. They will be our 2 left backs for next season. Really looking forward to getting this guy in. He's quite good physically. He's got good positioning, good decision making as well. I think he's going to do well. He's only 18. And how much do we pay for him? We've paid for him 6.2. That's right. We triggered a release fee, so 6.25 million to go. Of course, with Ingo, who's coming in, Schaefer, who's coming in next season, as well as the promising centre back. We're just starting to get next season's squad together. Okay, so they haven't come out as well as they did last game, but as I said, we were expecting that, so that's not the end of the world for us. Pick up where they left off. What do we say to this? Let's get maybe a little bit of passion. Let's do it for the media. Let's go with some calm. We have faith, and hopefully the Wags will put on a show here for us. All right, and here we go. 90 minutes from another final. Now, of course, we lost the final last year, but we don't want to be doing the same thing this year. Ideally, though, we'd like to be in the final. You've got to be there to lose it, don't you? So let's make sure we get there first. We really do need our big players to step up today. The likes of Danny Garmy. We need Allmark to roll back the years and produce one of his old-fashioned performances for us. We're dominating possession, which is a good sign considering we're playing a team, or a Todorov team that does like possession. Turpie with a corner. It's a decent one. Oh, and it's turned in by Gurke. Only a second goal of the season for him. It was a wonderful ball in by Gary Turpie. And it is 1-0 in the semi-final. 28 minutes played. And, well, good ball in. Turpie unmarked at the back post. I tell you what, is that Allmark? He loves to pinch a goal from a corner, and he almost did another one there. Of course, he was a big chance of actually blocking that out as well. But it ended in the back of the net. Garmy now stands over a free kick. We've seen him do it for Wales. Can he do it for Bala Town? It's a penalty. And Denny Gami is going to take it. I don't think I've ever seen Denny Gami take a penalty. I mean, he must be okay at them. We did have Gurke, who's a decent penalty taker on the field. Gami, he sticks it away, and Denny Gami makes it 2-0. 2 goals in 5 minutes, and well, hopefully now we'll set sail here into the final. Denny Gami, he's taken it well. Goalkeeper, I tell you, it's not a great penalty, to be honest. It was very, very reachable if the keeper was any good. But we'll take it 2-0. Love your work, boys, and we've got another free kick on the edge of the area, and this is Denny Gami territory. This is almost a penalty for him. Can he score another one? Denny Gami! Oh, he's just off a little bit of form, isn't he, from those direct free kicks recently, but we'll give him one there. That's okay. A really, really good first half from us. 2-0. We are up. We'll give it an assertive. Don't get complacent here, please, boys. You want a little bit more from you, please, Mr. Parry at left back. A little bit more from you, please, Mr. Davis out there wide left. Now, he is not particularly match sharp, but he's never let us down, has he? So hopefully he's not going to start now. If we can get a third goal, I would say that is just about it. We've got Smith looking a little bit nervous out there on the right. Gami over another free kick. Can he pick out a white shirt? KDH is there, and KDH still Mr. Reliable after all these years. A 7th of the season for him. Denny Gami is involved again. What an episode he's had, old Denny Gami. Let's give him some praise. And I'll tell you what, KDH, he's come through the academy, and along with Allmark, he's just been Mr. Reliable for so many years now. How old is KDH? He deserves a Wales cap. He's 27. And he's just been magnificent for us, hasn't he? Really, really good player for Bala Town. But there we go. We're absolutely dominating them. The New Saints have no answer to the superior juggernaut that is Bala Town Football Club. Can we win that header? We can. Parry, not the best, though. I mean, it wasn't his fault. Davis just didn't quite get to the second ball. And we've got a little bit of defending to do now. Parry, can he win it back for us? He makes them go back inside. Can Gami get to that? Not quite. Parry, can he get to that? No. He's been caught a little bit unawares there. Ewan gets the header clear, and here we go with Denny Gami on the break. Can he play in Allmark? Gami, down the line there for Smith. Where's Allmark? He's a little bit slow. Get up there, Damien. Get up there, Damien. Oh, and it's not the best target man play there for him, is it? Here we go with Turpie in a decent area. He gets it infield there for Sam York. We've seen him score from there before. But on this occasion, he elects to pass, and we find ourselves under a little bit of pressure coming back the other way. We've got players back, though. Can we win it back? KDH is in the vicinity. Bohr is there. KDH is there again. He's just... Oh, it's a KDH love affair today, isn't it? Really, really love him. We've got a corner to defend here, though. Cue the KDH own goal. It's back post. It's headed away. It's Allmark, I think, that was there. Can we win it back? We can. And can we get them on the break now? Sean Davis has it. He turns and goes. Now he's quick. He's on the wrong side, though, for a left footer. And in the end, all he can do is win a throw for us. But we'll take that. Another goal kick. Partridge gets it forward. Can we win that ball? We cannot. But with 15 to play, 3 goals up, it's unlikely, isn't it? But hopefully. We don't want to give him a chance, though. There's a ball forward. Gurke nods it down. Turpie back to Gurke. I tell you what, a few of the younger players here I wasn't too sure about. They've really... Oh, that's a poor pass as I start to big them up. But yeah, Parry wasn't your best work there, mate. But yeah, they have actually stepped up here. And I said we needed a big game from Denny Gami, and we've got that as well. We just need to be a little bit careful defensively here, though, please, boys. Edge of the area, that's a little bit too much space. And they've made us pay a price for it. Well, that just puts the cat back among the pigeons ever so slightly, doesn't it? We'll tell them to show some passion. We maybe just clocked off a little bit. Too much space, though. I'm not quite sure what Denny Gami is doing there. He's sort of in no man's land. And, yeah, it's 3-1. Hopefully nothing more than a little consolation for him, though. We could give him that much, couldn't we? All right, Gami is looking tired. He's had a really good game, but let's maybe get some fresh legs on in there. And what we might do is just drop someone back into midfield as well. He's a promising midfielder, old Sturzdickler here. So it's going to do this, isn't it? Game, don't, just behave. Just behave. Let's go at the back. Let's see if that works. Oh, come on. Oh, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. I'm not going to argue with your game. If that's what you want to do, then just do it. Let's tell them to concentrate. We're coming in here. We are going back to the finals. We've beaten the old enemy yet again. Get that up, you new Saints. It's 3-1 in the end. A really, really good performance from us. KDH, Gami, and Gurke with the goals. And, well, I'll see you next episode for a final. Don't get complacent, though, boys. So Bala Town hammered the new Saints. You love to see it. And we will be back. We will end the season as, it's his professional debut. Well, there we go. 148 grand for winning the semi-final. That was like league prize money when we started. It was more than league prize money. And I tell you what, Turpy, 8 key passes, wonderful stuff from you, mate. But that's it. That'll be it for today, though, guys. We will be back next episode. We will wrap up the season with the Welsh Cup Final. Do we know who we're playing in that yet? Doesn't look like we do. So before we go, we'll find out who it is we'll be playing in that game. So it will be Cefn Druids in the final. They beat Afenlido in extra time 1-0. So that is how we will end this season. Next episode, it will be the final against Cefn Druids. We'll then have our end of season awards along with, obviously, our goal of the season competition as well. So a lot to look forward to there. And don't forget to go and vote for your viewers' player of the year as well, because that will be named next episode. So I'll see you next time. We'll be, where are we going for the final? We are at the Liberty Stadium. We have a proper stadium for the final. That's good to see. It's been a little while since we had a proper stadium. So that's all for next time, guys. I'll be back for the final. Until then, take care. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.